In this series, I'm going to be sharing my 5-month backpacking adventure around Australia, Cambodia, Vietnam and China. So along with showing you some of our adventures, the idea behind this is to show you what it's really like if you're staying in hostels or going on organised tours or even just on an overnight train in Asia. Previously, we flew into Hong Kong and completed the first 10 days of a month tour around China. We've gone up like 3 flights, we're already exhausted. Jack's asleep. We're on our first Chinese sleeper train. I'm literally not gonna lie, it's like what it must be to be famous. There's randomers just wanting to come in and take photos with us. These are the cutest things ever. I feel like we've been thrown into a den of demon ninjas. Good morning. It is day 11 on the dragon trip. We got woken up by this bunch behind me in here. See, cockerels, great. We did a kung fu lesson yesterday, which was amazing fun. As you will see, we didn't quite look like what we were supposed to. In fact, we were a bit of a mess. And then they upped the game and gave us sticks, and it just got worse. So today we're gonna go do a hike kind of up to a temple, basically where Kung Fu was born. We're like in the home of martial arts right now. So anyone that's a fan of that should come here and do this. Okay, so we're on our way up and it's bloody freezing. It's so cold. Andrew and I are both in shorts. Shorts. We're idiots. Muppets. Everyone else is not.
It was meant to be so. Lele, sugar quay.
We've also been warned that we're going to have our photos taken a lot here because there's lots of like country folk that never see Westerners and are fascinated, and it's already happening. People are already getting. See, people are already getting already interested. See, they're probably looking at the weirdo with the camera. Look at this, see? It's so surreal, it's literally like being famous. They just want a piece of us. Oh, look at this pretty plait you've got in. Can you do that plait yourself? Yeah. Oh, what on earth is going on? Have we come here at some sort of festival time? Which is exactly what had happened, as our guide Lele explained.
There's a flower festival near Luoyang. Luoyang is another ancient city, which is 1 hour by bus.
So somehow we have been duped into a hike we did not realise how bad it was. We're going all the way up to there. This is ridiculous! We've just kind of seen for the first time. We've got to go up these stairs. Like the little red book says it's pretty damn hard. But Lele was like, no, it's easy, I do it all the time. Now it's just some steps. Steps are bad enough. Have a look at these bad boys. I've just filmed those. Oh, well. You saw those bad boys. That. We're at the beginning of the steps. So it begins. Here we go. This is definitely not the easy walk Lele said it was. Easy walk. You're getting a bit pink in the face now. It's not the easiest thing trying to film and balance on these miniature steps. We've been going up steps for like an hour. It's pretty cloudy. I'm glad it's cloudy. I'm already sweating. If the sun was out, it would be lovely. You're making a wish. She's doing a dragon trick. She's going to tie a wish to the tree. So this is the view up here. It was only a little bit clearer. So we're now at Shaolin Temple. Because we're here on a Sunday and it's like a festival, it's freaking busy. There's millions of people, so we can't get any decent shots of any of these buildings without a million tourists in it. But hey ho.
Saying what we're all thinking.
Exactly. So we gave up and headed to our next activity. Lily, what are we doing? I don't know. Okay, we're in a kung fu show now. We're sat on the floor and right by the stage. I can touch the stage. I'm gonna get kicked in the face. It's so rammed in here, it's ridiculous. It turns out we had front row seats to a demonstration from the private Shaolin Temple Kung Fu School, which costs over $10,000 US a year in tuition.
Lele had prepared us that they would ask for volunteers, so obviously Jack had to get involved. She picked 3 volunteers, paired them up, then the idea was just for them to copy the routine as closely as possible, and whoever did the best would win a prize. Was clearly the crowd's favourite, and so he won just what he'd always wanted, a Kung Fu DVD. The following day we were on our way to our next destination, and we didn't waste any time in getting stuck into our next Chinese lesson with our guide Lele.
Mike, can you tell me, I want 3 bottles of beers, please.
我要3瓶啤酒。
Yes, very good. Charlie, tell me, I don't want a beer.
What? Hold on, I'm not even on the right
want a beer.
page. Booyah! Piju?
Yes, very good.
Booyah, Piju.
What's 300?
300.
What's 400?
200. See, we've got it all written down in the book. Zena, Piju. No, Piju Zena. Piju Zena, where is the beer?
Yes, very good.
Piju Zena! Where is the beer? Where is the beer? That's a good question.
We would be getting on our 3rd overnight train to Beijing.
Okay, it's like 10 to 6 in the morning, and we are pulling into Beijing, one night train. Everyone's a bit exhausted. This is the first time we've actually had to get up early for one of our night trains since we've been in China. Every other train has been like pulling in at like midday or like 10 or something. It's been quite nice. Had like a lion on the night dream. It's probably gonna be freezing when we get off. So we made it to Beijing. Pharmacy. It's very beautiful. Slightly better than Boots. Well, Beijing's pretty so far, I reckon. So far, it's looking pretty awesome. Quite like it.
So a lot of cities name in Chinese. It's very simple. You read the name, if you understand the name, you can see what's the like a personality of the city. What's Beijing mean? Bei is the north. Jing is the capital. So Beijing is very simply means the capital in the north.
So a little update, since we got off the night train at like 6 o'clock this morning, we've basically been packing ready to go camp on the Great Wall of China. We've had to do a quick emergency trip to H&M to go and buy some warmer clothes because it's going to be -1. We'll see, I think we're all going to be absolutely freezing.
Luna took us on a short walking tour and explained more about the history of Beijing. Except, as per usual,
It's photo time. Of course it is.
Just Mike.
They all love Mike.
there was just enough time for a group photo before starting one of the highlights of the whole trip.
We're about to hike up to our camping spot on the Great Wall of China. We've just been literally dumped with loads of like tents and all this equipment that we tied to ourselves. Ta-da!
Don't go to the right one.
This is ridiculous.
This one is for signal if she gets lost. She shines this at the sun and it's going to reflect. And people will spot her from afar. I like how you've got your sunnies on though, still looking cool.
It's too bright to not have sunnies. We appear to be climbing Mount Everest. it's really freaking hard work.
I like to think of it more as Mount Doom.
Exactly. We're going to throw the ring into the fire. Come on, Frodo. Is that where we're going? I can't wait for a nice warm beer at the top. I'm hoping that it'll get so cold that the beer will be nice. I've chilled in the freaking altitude because there might even be snow at the top we've gone up so far. Oh my god. Seriously. I'm burning up. I need to take a layer off. We made it. Jack's on the wall. There he is. Woo.
We made it!
Yeah.
Yay!
Hallelujah. I'm climbing up the Great Wall of China. Yeah!
We made it!
We're on the wall. On the Great Wall. Just look at the view. Look at the view behind. This is amazing. It's a tad windy. It's a bit chilly. I think we're going to be really cold tonight, but it's going to be worth it. Yeah. Kind of looks like New Zealand here. Not that I've ever actually been there. Not yet. It's just stunning. Yay! What's it like up there? So we're in the bit that's not been restored, obviously. We just had lunch with some of the people that volunteer to take care of the wall and restore it. So they allow us in to this like secret part that other people don't go to. How are you feeling about being on the Great Wall of China? Epic.
Oh my god, so much excitement, dude. How cool is this?
We are camping down there tonight. So I presume that at some point we're going to start setting up camp.
Which is exactly what we did next.
Right, how do you put up a tent then?
Now what?
Yeah, so diagonal pole, so just pick one, put one down. So pick one, and one of you go one end, one of you to feed it through to the other end.
Is there 2 doors? Yeah, so how why is everyone's tent up one part?
Charlie's isn't.
Was this Josie's first ever tent cooking?
It shouldn't be up like that, I don't think.
And then you've got to put your top sheet on. Mike, why have you just given me 2 pegs?
So you can use them.
When you go to sleep, it's advisable to put your head up this end because you're on a slope.
So Mike and Lee have decided to use the wall as a defence mechanism. This is the not so great wall of China.
I'm putting your tie in my tent with a rock. Right, shall we? Guys, it's 5:32.
Jack doing cartwheels on the Great Wall. You guys are collecting firewood and so is Belinda. Belinda's making kindling.
I'm making kindling.
Anita is in charge of building the fire here.
But it's a bit falling apart.
It's falling apart? Well, you're under pressure because if this falls apart and we don't have a fire, we could all die up here from cold. Good morning, world. It's like 5 a.m. and we are stood on the Great Wall of China ready to watch the sunrise. Gardens. How cold are you, Amanda?
Freezing, and I've got 7 layers and a sleeping bag on.
I can't wait to get home to the hostel, to the warmth. It's like 5:30, so now we're going for a hike, obviously. Everyone froze to death last night. Luna's just ditched her sleeping bag. She's been hiking in a sleeping bag. That's how cold it is up here.
Later that morning, we stopped briefly at the 2008 Olympic Park before heading back to the hostel to warm up. Then that evening, we went to a circus stunt show thing. Can imagine after this happening, we were a little bit concerned for the next stunt.
Oh, no way.
Just keep chucking them in.
This is mental.
Is it anything for me, guys?
Over the next few days, Luna guided us through some of the top sites in Beijing.
Cool, let's get in closer. Yeah.
Going into the Forbidden City.
A little bit ironic because it's not really forbidden.
No, it's not.
Flammable liquids. Yeah.
No flammable liquids inside the Forbidden City. Amanda is trying to empty her entire sun cream onto her right now. Where are we?
Now you've asked me. We're at the top of the park.
The bar. Right behind me is the Forbidden City. Definitely worth coming to see this. And then definitely worth coming up to the top here. It only cost £1. So basically everyone comes to this park to do like keep fit.
They come here really early, like every single day, like 5 a.m.
You're not supposed to just keep spinning around, you douchebag. You're supposed to be working your abs. Jokes looks hilarious. Looks like... And finally, the Temple of Heaven.
It's 2 times big than Forbidden City.
tried to get involved with dancing. However, all that really happened was we turned it into a photo shoot because everyone's so bloody fascinated in us that everyone just stopped dancing and started taking photos. See, this is what I mean. We managed to turn the dancing into a photo shoot instead. Seriously, we're getting paps with lenses like this. Like, I'm getting paps right now. Ta-da! Oh, how on earth do you read this? Chinese music? What's that?
When we got back to the hostel, Luna had a challenge for us.
3, 2, 1, go. One at a time. Yeah.
Stop filming, I'm under pressure.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Come on, Jax.
Easy.
Yay!
And you gotta scoop them.
How long did you get?
A minute.
3, 2, 1, go.
So like a random podcast, and they open with like a sack, you know, like.
This is so difficult. 20 seconds. Ah.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, she's on a roll. She's on a roll.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah. Okay, so we're at the food market. But it's called the weird food market. I can't imagine why.
There's seahorses there. I'm going to try seahorse.
Seahorse?
I'm not paying a fiver for the seahorse.
Oh god. What is this? Cheese. Cheese? Cheese? Ice cream. Cheese. He said it's cheese. God knows if it's actually going to be cheese. Starfish? Ugh.
Guys.
How romantic. It's like Lady and the Tramp.
It tastes like rocks that you've found in the sea.
Tastes like rocks.
The one was trying to be like, buy sea urchin, buy sea urchin. It's like, just the starfish.
Just a little bit of scorpion. It's actually really nice. I tried its leg.
Oh, mate. Goes well with sweet corn. Once you get over the fact you've got a scorpion in your mouth.
This is probably a good point to mention that you don't actually have to book the full loop. You can just do sections. But this also meant that sadly we'd have to say goodbye to people along the way.
Anna's leaving.
That evening we were back on the train again.
Quick update, Amanda is about to give us a breakdown on Lord of the Rings in 5 minutes. Here we go.
1 and 2. Really? So there's a ring.
There's a ring.
It's an evil ring. And there's an evil dude that wants it. His name is Sauron.
Sauron.
You should be doing this.
Yes.
Yeah, no. And breathe. Well done. A little applause for Amanda. Woo. So there we go. That's the breakdown.
Can we give her a little breakdown of all the good-looking people in there? Aragorn.
Oh.
Aragorn.
Aragorn we love. Legolas is cool.
Yeah.
He's better looking when he doesn't have blonde hair and pointy ears.
Yes. But we like.
What? Belinda, you're not into pointy ears? Morning. It's like 8:20. Still on the night train. I'm eating an apple pear. It's a new fruit, never had this before. What's it called?
It's called a nashi.
Apparently it actually has a name. It's not an apple pear, it's nashi. Jack, what are we doing?
We're on a bullet train that's going to take 12 to 13 minutes.
Had me walking.
But we've waited 45 minutes for it.
Now you're acting like you just don't care. Did I do something terribly wrong?
We're doing a 1.5 hour hike to a lagoon. Pretty amazing. We're going through bamboo and everything.
But now it seems you don't bother anymore. And if you keep on treating me like I'm a stranger, tell me I just
Heading down to the lagoon.
My heart tells me to stay, but
Just went swimming in the lagoon. Oh my god, it's so cold. It's like a glacier.
so baby, can you say what do you
planting some bamboo and they're going to do a pole vault.
You say don't walk away, tell me these are the words that
Why was that ever a good idea?
Pole vaulting is not going amazingly well. So that was attempt 1.
don't walk away.
We're on our way back down after having just jumped in the Lagoon of Ice. What was that, Ollie?
It was really pretty.
It was really pretty.
Like the beautiful blue colour.
We've all decided we're going on a hike. Instead of staying in the nice, warm, cozy hostel and hot chocolate.
There was hot chocolate?
Yeah, I know, we've made a mistake. Okay, we're 2.5 minutes into this hike and we're all exhausted. There's no view whatsoever. We seem to have walked into the set of Gorillas in the Mist. Yes. We're still hiking. This is the view. It's pretty epic. Ta-da! We seem to have this a lot. This is what happened to us in the Blue Mountains. Didn't even see the 3 sisters.
No, we did. They were the only bit.
Oh, we saw them very vaguely.
And here are the 3 sisters.
And then when we went to Halong Bay, it was pretty similar. Apparently we're here, and that's what it's supposed to look like. It's not exactly like the pictures on Google. What can I say? Things aren't always perfect when you're traveling, but apparently we're almost at the top. I bloody hope so, because look what we're going up. Steps, steps, and more steps. These guys are particularly enjoying themselves.
I like it.
Woo!
We finally made it to the top of our hike and have been rewarded with a pretty cool view.
Ta-da!
I wanna hear you say don't walk away, tell me these are the words that I need to hear.
We did the record 26 minutes.
26. We only made it that fast because we were taking no photos at all. Okay, what I'm going to show you is the view we're supposed to see.
Don't walk away. Don't walk away.
Well, this is fun, kids. Update on today, the bus is not working. So we're genuinely pushing it. We appear to be pushing this onto a dual carriageway. What?
Finally, we were on our way to Shanghai.
Jack's impression of how it's done. Ollie, what's your next food choice? Today she has eaten noodles, dumplings, McDonald's, and sushi. And then we were walking through the market and she went, all this food is making me hungry.
It is. Look at it.
These ones. So we're going down the river now in Little Venice. It's quite cute actually. It is, however, raining and I'm in a strappy top. Oops. Wardrobe malfunction. Is anyone alive out there?
Come about!
It's breakfast pancake time. Yeah. So fast. An egg. And yummy, yummy. She's so bloody fast. Zoom, zoom, zoom. That's where we're going. You put 2 hands through these holes and you can touch them, then you're very lucky. Lucky! Oh no, this is really easy. This is really easy. I'm lucky then, yay! Yeah.
If they live long enough, and they jump across the Golden Bridge, and they'll turn into a dragon. Old Chinese
So the
name.
fish turn into dragons. Dragons, dragons, dragons. It's Jack's favourite activity, Botanical Gardens.
Well, it's when we were in Cairns, it was like 50 degrees and 100% humidity. And we were going to like our 4th Botanical Garden. We're like, it's just a plant, let's go.
Welcome to the world of Amanda. She's a total douchebag. But an endless entertainment whilst travelling. Apparently there are 9,999 holes in the middle rock.
Bollocks.
Thanks, Mike. Definitely not. We're now walking around a garden in the rain. As per usual. Right, travel tip for today. Make sure you have washing lines because they're really helpful. If the hostel dryer is broken, you need a washing line. Shanghai's not at its best today. The weather's not fantastic. It's a bit misty. Basically, we can't see Jack. Can't even see the big building up there. The big kind of sphere dome building. We've been wandering around all day.
So after a little bit of research, we came up with a plan. Now, do you remember how excited Jack and Amanda were when they found the Harry Potter cafe in Hanoi? Well, this is how I reacted when I found out there was a Friends cafe in Shanghai.
This is so exciting. These girls finding this hilarious. Guess where we are? It's unsafe. Friends. This is so exciting. Are you guys as excited as we are about me? You're like, wow. No. It's 5:30 in the morning. Packing up to get on the bullet train. It's a bit chaotic. No one's actually ready, as you can see. Joseph's starting to panic.
Getting a bit of a sweat on.
Getting a bit of a sweat on. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning and Jack is pole dancing. Jack apparently has been practicing. My hair is looking spectacular. We're not very far into a 9-hour bullet train. Oh my god.
Hit the babby already.
Mike is drinking beer. We're losing the will to live. We are going pretty fast. That fast.
Oh.
This is what you spend your life doing in China. Eating noodles.
Tasty.
Tasty. They're hot beef. Basically all the noodles taste the same. Welcome to traveling in China. And one thing I forgot to mention is we're all looking like complete geeks today because we all have our Dragon Trip t-shirts on. Oh yeah. So we're walking around looking like we're a school trip.
After the bullet train, we were on our way up into the mountains, into the famous tea-making area of Fujian.
Don't wanna grow another day. Run around and always play.
Good morning, Trailblazers. So, last night we stayed in a roundhouse. It was pretty awesome. So, we're kind of coming to the end of our Dragon Trip tour. It's a bit sad. This is our room. This is Amanda packing up. Amanda's having a beer for breakfast.
For breakfast. For 11.
Why are you back in bed, Holly?
And this is what Holly does, actually. We get up, we get all ready,
And then she gets back to
just
bed.
lies down.
It's basically really cool. I really like it here. Right, so this morning we're at Tea Market. What is it you're trying?
Like a peanut pastry.
Oh my gosh, it's yummy.
With the rest unsung.
It's possibly the most annoying sound in the world. I'm just chasing the chickens and cockerels around because they're more fun. There's one coming now. Now doing tea tasting. Flower tea. Jack is creating his own tea. So we're supposed to be doing tea tasting. However, Jack is eating an ice lolly.
John some.
Hell yeah. I don't want some. Yum. Walking around a tea plantation. There's tea. Tea down there. Oh my god, there is a dragon coming down the road. It's 6 a.m. in the morning. I'm not even really sure why I'm awake. But we're in the mountains and it's so beautiful. It's pretty much our last day really, our last full day, because we've got like loads of stuff to do today. We're going on a bike ride and we've got like a lagoon swim. Then our last night train, and then it's literally to Macau and then finishing in Hong Kong. It's pretty sad. Gonna miss everybody.
Our last day had a kind of bittersweet feel to it, as we knew we didn't have much time left together.
So we're off to the casino. We're in Macau. We've done a night train. We've done 3 hours on a bus. We're on another bus. Seriously, there's a lot of travelling in this travelling malarkey.
That's where the bungee jump that no one's doing is from, but you can't even see it anyway because it's too smoggy.
We're officially not in China anymore. We left China. China's gone. We are in a casino in Macau. It's so beautiful. We just literally got changed in the toilet. This is like the most underdressed I've ever been somewhere so posh. We're off to the Venetian, which is now the 7th largest building in the world. Used to be the 2nd, now it's the 7th. It is the world's biggest casino. This is kind of the Vegas of Asia. Fact, Macau takes in 5 times the amount of the Vegas casinos. It is the richest country in the world. Was it the Galaxy Casino that takes like 1.6 million a day or something? It's huge. It's way bigger than Vegas basically. Yeah, the inside is meant to be an exact replica of the Vegas one.
It's not real thing. It's just bewitched to look like the day sky.
I read about it in Hogwarts, in the history. I'm gonna miss the Harry Potter quotes constantly. It's the final voyage back to Hong Kong. Everyone is shattered. It's almost the end. Dragons on Tour is almost finished. It's not the smoothest ferry ride. What's she doing? We're officially in Hong Kong waters. China has been amazing. It has completely blown my mind. Didn't even know what I was expecting from this country, but it has been so beautiful. I can't recommend coming here enough. It's just epic. Come to China.
Now remember back in episode 10 where I said you didn't really need to book a tour in Asia as it was pretty easy to do yourself? Well, China is not the easiest place to get around on your own once you get out of the big cities, and I think we would have really struggled to get to some of the more rural parts that we got to explore if we hadn't been on the dragon trip. Plus, we wouldn't have had half the experiences that we did, and we certainly wouldn't have had the chance to do something like camp at an unrestored part of the Great Wall of China. And on top of all of that, we had built our own little dragon trip family. Set out to do in this series was show real backpacking, to not only show the highs but the lows and the reality of it, as travelling is not all about epic montages and the perfect Instagram shots. It can be hard and pushes you out of your comfort zone, but that's what makes it so great. It would be so easy for me to show just a happy rose-tinted view of my travels, but then I would just be creating a disillusioned audience. I can't help feel that travel vloggers and Instagrammers these days are getting dangerously close to being less of an inspiration and more of an intimidation. So I wanted to bring this back to a relatable level and show you that you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. We'd not only come to the end of the dragon trip, but the end of our 5-month journey. We had seen some breathtaking places and been on some awesome adventures, but in the end, what it really comes down to is the people that you meet along the way. I had got closer to people that I just spent a few days or weeks with than people I've spent my whole life with, and that is what really makes the experience. Couldn't have done this without Jack, the boy who slept everywhere, and Amanda, the girl who danced everywhere.
Jack is actually sleeping on my